Everything in the universe is in a state of vibration. Nothing is at rest, even down to the atoms and the subatomic particles, which are in constant motion. Vibration comes in an infinite variety of frequencies, and it's the frequency or rate of vibration that determines the state of the object or the organism. To understand this, let's look at an example on the material plane first. Let's look at water. Water is comprised of molecules that are vibrating at a consistent rate that maintains its liquid state. Now, if these molecules experience a significant enough reduction in vibration, then water would enter its solid state, turn into ice. On the other hand, if we take water and we raise the vibrational rate of its molecules enough, it would eventually enter the gas state, becoming steam. So the point that I'm trying to make with this example is that ice, water and steam are essentially the same thing. The different states, as in solid, liquid and gas, are determined by the rate of vibration or the frequency. Vibration is a law of this universe, and humans are no exception to this law. We each vibrate at a particular frequency, and that frequency is determined by a lot of things. So let's look at one of these things, and let's do this on the emotional plane. Have you ever been so happy or excited that you felt like you were actually buzzing or vibrating or shaking? Or can you remember a time when someone came with bad news or an unpleasant interaction, and that feeling of excitement or buzz or joy went away straight away? Both of these examples represent different states of vibration and how particular events in our reality manipulate our vibrational state. So the person that was happy and excited and buzzing, they were experiencing a high rate of vibration. So when people that are happy and enjoying themselves say they're in good vibes, there's a lot more truth to that saying than people actually realise. So when that person who is happy and excited and in a high rate of vibration experiences some bad news or an unpleasant interaction, their rate of vibration slows, and that's when they begin to feel other emotions like sadness or maybe apathy. And to go even deeper than this, every emotion comes with its own corresponding frequency. So imagine all of the emotions as a particular key on a piano, and now imagine that each key or emotion produces a distinct sound or frequency. The notes higher up on the scale are the higher vibrational emotions: happiness, excitement, joy, love. The notes on the lower end of the scale represent the lower vibrational emotions, things like sadness and grief and anger. So at this point, it's probably worth saying that the higher vibrational emotions are not good and the lower vibrational emotions are not bad. It's not a case of good and bad, and we shouldn't strive only for higher vibrational emotions, completely trying to avoid the lower vibrational emotions. We should really embrace both types as they come and go, and as and when they're needed. A good musical piece is comprised of both high and low notes that interplay with one another, each giving meaning and value to the others. So our life should really contain a mixture of both high vibrational emotions and low vibrational emotions. Each emotion has its role to play and its lesson to teach, just as each note has its sound to produce. Let's go even further into the topic of the law of vibration, moving on to the plane of thought. Thoughts are much more subtle than emotions, but each of our thoughts also contain their own particular frequency. Thoughts of abundance have a higher vibrational state than thoughts of lack. The same can be said for thoughts of love versus thoughts of hate, or maybe thoughts of admiration versus thoughts of jealousy. The high value that is placed on positive thinking is justified. Positive thoughts emit positive vibrations. So the law of attraction states that like will attract like. Now this saying may seem overly simple, but there is a lot of depth to it. If we consistently think of happy and hopeful thoughts, eventually the frequency of these thoughts will begin to attract the corresponding emotions to these thoughts that operate on the same frequency. If we consistently have thoughts of abundance, we'll begin to attract the circumstances, the people and the opportunities that match these thought vibrations. That's why man is what he thinks he is, and why thoughts really do manifest our reality. The law of vibration is an important law of the universe, and it's definitely one that's worth developing an understanding of. If we gain an understanding of the various states and frequencies that we operate in on a day-to-day basis and what aspects of our lives cause these different states, we can start to arrange our lives in a way that we experience the vibrational states and frequencies that we want to. In other words, we begin to manifest the reality that we desire.